What is going on, guys? Here to talk about a couple of player props I like for Wednesday's NBA slate. We got 12 games, lot of plays on the board. We're going to try to correlate two here in a game that is a little bit risky to target, but if it stays competitive, I think there's a good chance this play can hit. But before we get into it, if you guys are new, welcome. Again, my name is DK. I do make content for Prizepicks, also for daily fantasy sports, NFL, and NBA. If you guys are playing the NBA DFS slate, you can check my video. Uploaded that yesterday. Also have a video for NFL, the 3-game Thanksgiving slate. So check those out if you guys are going to be playing some DFS this week. And if you guys are a first-time user of Prizepicks, you can use my code DKDFS for a 100% match up to $100. So basically, that's a free $100 to play with on the site. Again, it's code DKDFS. So take advantage of that. If you're a first-time user, take advantage of the free money. And if you guys are looking for premium content, you can check out my Patreon linked down below. So let's get into those two plays. If you guys are looking for more, again, I do have a Prizepicks package. Been doing pretty well there this season. But I went 2 for 3 last night. Got screwed with Denver. So I took the over on Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown fantasy points because Jokic and Jamal Murray were doubtful. But then they got the midday upgrade from doubtful to in. So I went 2 for 3. Also hit Tobias Harris points. So let's take a look at the Vegas odds in this game that we're going to target. And here, let me refresh this. So, Clippers-Warriors game, it's a 10-point spread, 222.5 over under. So there is blowout risk. That's why I'm talking about, like, if there's a chance this game blows out. But if it stays competitive, the numbers on these Clippers guys seem relatively low. So there's no Paul George tonight. There's no Kawhi Leonard. And also we have Luke Kennard out. That's not huge, but that's just another rotational piece out. And Golden State's been a team that I've been wanting to attack all year long. Golden State plays fast, and they play very little defense. So if this game stays competitive, you're going to see a few of these Clippers have really, really good games. Let's take a look to see what happens when we take Kawhi Leonard off the court and when we take Paul George off the court. This is dating back to last year. In almost 1,700 minutes, you got Reggie Jackson with a 28% usage rate. You can see Marcus Morris has a 22% usage rate. You can scroll down a little bit more. Norman Powell in limited minutes has a pretty high usage rate, as does John Wall. They don't have John Wall on the board. Right now, we just have Zubats, Reggie Jackson, and Marcus Morris. So the player we're going to be looking to here is Reggie Jackson fantasy score at 26.5. So he has struggled this year, without a doubt. But over the last few games, he has been playing better. He has been shooting better. And the minutes have ticked up. 35, 30, 36 minutes. 7 of 12, 8 of 11, 10 of 20 shooting. So if we take a look, again, at his fantasy score or fantasy points per minute with those two guys off the court, he's averaging just about 1 fantasy point per minute. It's FanDuel scoring on Prizepicks. So I think in a competitive game, you're probably going to see like mid-30s minutes for Reggie Jackson, right? And if the game stays competitive, that's the only risk we have is, can this game stay competitive? But if it does, and you get like mid-30s minutes for Reggie Jackson, I think he has a pretty good shot to hit this over fantasy points. So that's going to be a play that I play. And then I'm going to pair it with Steph Curry, who has been phenomenal this year. We're going to take the over at 45.5 fantasy points. He's been great. Assist numbers have been up for Steph Curry. He's been way more consistent this year. Like last year, for DFS at least, like he was just very up and down. But outside of like one blowout game, Steph's been going for like 50 plus almost every single night. So if in a competitive game, you are most likely seeing a pretty big game from Steph Curry. I am projected right now for over 47 fantasy points. So those are going to be the two plays that we go to. Reggie Jackson over fantasy points, Steph Curry over fantasy points. And if you wanted to get crazy and you wanted to build out more, I don't hate, looking to a guy like Marcus Morris, even Ivica Zubac. Zubac has been playing a ton, like really a ton of minutes. 40. Again, this game was a blowout. 35. So he's playing like mid-30s minutes in competitive games. He's also like a fantasy point per minute guy. Marcus Morris should play huge minutes in competitive games. So if you wanted to build out like a 4 or 5 pick slip and just go all in this game and hope it's competitive, I don't think it's the worst idea. You can keep an eye on the board, see if they add guys like John Wall, Norman Powell. Again, like you can, in the limited minutes so far this year, they've had pretty high usage. John Wall, 1.45 fantasy points per minute, and only 33 minutes of those two guys off the court. But he's been very high usage. Norman Powell should get a ton of shots up. So you can keep an eye on the board and add more if you want to. But those are the two plays that I'm going for. So hoping this game is competitive. If it blows out, so be it. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for the video. So if you have been enjoying the content, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.